2, Turf War Game 3, Rainmaker Game 4, and if necessary, we go back to Tower Control, Turf War, and Rainmaker. So Ashley, both these teams on this stage, what do you think is going through the mind of these players?
Oh, I mean, I think that really right now they are so locked in that nothing's different than just playing a game any other time. I mean, they play at such a high level. I think it really is, it's almost like a muscle memory. You sit down, you're ready to play, you're locked in, you say, okay, I know what I did the last few matches. I know how I can adjust. They've been watching each other play this afternoon, so I think there's definitely some opportunity for some strategy and some counter strategy.
Right. These teams are, as you said, completely in the zone. I mean, I know that when I play Splatoon, you know, I'm not thinking about anything else. And people can be talking to me. I'm like, what? You know, because like I don't hear anything. I don't see anything except the game.
Well, what we were discussing with Dynamo before we started, and we've seen evident at this point as we get started with our first match in the grand finals of the 2017 Splatoon 2 World Inkling Invitational. Dynamo, representing Japan, taking on DeadBeat, representing North America. DeadBeat has found their stride recently. Dynamo dominant since the beginning. Let's get started on Inkblot Art Academy. In orange for DeadBeat, they're going to go with the heavy splatling, 2 splatter shots, and a slosher. Meanwhile, for Dynamo in the turquoise, you've got a splatter shot pro, a slosher, a charger, and a roller. An early action, Dynamo getting out to the middle of the splat zone, but DeadBeat has a chance. It's going back and forth early on, Ashley.
I think we're going to see Dynamon head up to that top area and really kind of establish himself up top, but gets splatted. Wit takes him out.
Critical splat by Wit, because you saw Dynamo try to time up the Ink Storm with Dynamon climbing to the top. Atubado getting the splat right now, trying to push back DeadBeat. Right now, you've got Dynamo in the middle of that splat zone with an 83-100 advantage, 3-3 on the field.
Yeah, Atabaro's trying really hard to get some ink on the ground there, try to take that splat zone. I think that big giant chunk of orange is the last thing keeping them from taking it over. And I mean, honestly, they lost control, but can they hold?
Wit and DeadBeat gonna go ahead and seize control as they get a whole bucket of orange ink in the middle of the splat zone. 86, 61, 30-second penalty for Dynamo. Now let's see if DeadBeat can push back Dynamo. 4-3 on the field, special ready to go for power and that heavy splatling whenever he chooses to do so. Here comes some Tenta missiles to try and keep Dynamo at bay. No success there. However, DeadBeat gonna take the early lead in this one.
A lot of orange on the ground.
40 left. 4-4 on the field, but you see 3 specials ready for Dynamo as they get set to make that Ink Storm in the middle of the zone.
Yeah, that was the way for them to sort of push forward, because for a while there, I mean, they were doing DeadBeat was doing a really good job keeping Dynamo out from that splat zone.
61-39, and Dynamo has control of the splat zone as they start to get that timer to tick down. That penalty is now down to just 15 seconds. 4-3 advantage on the field for Dynamo as we see Tim trying to go up this ink-proof ramp. It's going to slow him down a little bit, trying to flank on Dynamon. Dynamon going to make it rain, though, by flicking that Dynamo roller and using that horizontal and vertical flick to cause some damage.
I mean, that vertical flick is brutal, and he really just uses it to its maximum effectiveness.
However, DeadBeat with the lead, 39-57. However, no penalty for Dynamo as that timer starts to tick really close to a tie here, 46-39. It's going to be Dynamo that's going to try and take the lead unless DeadBeat can do something, and that's the lead. Oh, just at the last second, DeadBeat able to get it. DeadBeat trying to seize control, 39-38. DeadBeat trails Dynamo, 35-second penalty. Control in the middle right now for DeadBeat. DeadBeat 3-1 on the field for DeadBeat. Here goes Wit going to the top of the tower, trying to keep Dynamo at bay, Ashley.
Yeah, you can see he's splashing that area next to the ink-proof ramp, and he's just trying to keep out Dynamo, saying, hey guys, like, you're gonna have to not only get through here, but you have to now paint, you've got to ink that ground.
And DeadBeat goes and takes the lead, but they only get it by 1 point as Dynamo now facing a 40-second penalty, but then DeadBeat's gonna seize control of the splat zone, trying to keep Dynamo at bay. Hexen gonna drop down. Meanwhile, here comes Wit with that splasher, and you've got the Ink Storm.
The Ink Storm happening
That's
here.
Trying to cover the area right there, and splat zone still up for grabs at this point. 22-38 advantage. DeadBeat still up for grabs at this point.
Splash.
Impressive.
Wow.
Double splat right there. That is huge as it's now 4-2 on the field. Dynamo gonna seize control of the splat zone, sitting on top of that tower. However, they have a stiff 28-second penalty to overcome. Here comes some Tenta missiles and the territory in the middle. That splat zone gonna be re-seized by DeadBeat. frantic match that we have here, Ashley.
Yeah, absolutely. And Otobaro absolutely just going bananas right now. Inking, splatting, getting all over the place. He's all over the shop. It is incredible to watch him play. And you know what? He's not panicking. That's exactly how he's splatting all these people.
Otobaro normally averages 20 splats per match. You can see how an individual effort can turn the tide. 38-22. However, just 4 seconds left in that penalty for Dynamo. Slight lead for DeadBeat. However, Dynamo keeping that timer going down. 22-28. Dynamo trying to re-seize the lead. However, great defense by DeadBeat. They're able to retake the middle of the splat zone, and they're going to cut down into the penalty. 47 seconds left. 40-second penalty for Dynamo. Meanwhile, if you're DeadBeat, you just have to play some defense and keep Dynamo out of the zone. Otobaro going to take advantage of that one-on-one, but here comes the splashdown. Just going to get it by power with the splashdown. 30 seconds left, 22-25. Penalty going down for DeadBeat. And you've got Dynamo trying to
start taking
but the specials by DeadBeat really helping out right now, Ashley.
Yeah, absolutely. They have got to take control. Dynamo's got to take control back if they're thinking they're going to win this.
25-22. Dynamo, though, with a 40-second penalty. Can they retake control of the splat zone? 10 seconds left. This might be headed into overtime. We'll see. It's still up for grabs. First team to seize control. And now Dynamo in control with 34 seconds left. We're going to certainly go to overtime here.
Yes.
Now DeadBeat can take control of the splat zone. It's going to be over. They'll get the victory. 20 seconds left. Dynamo, they just need to hold on. We see the tension missiles. They lost control. Can DeadBeat seize control? And DeadBeat going to do a fine job in overtime, taking control of the splat zone. And we saw the specials. Well-timed use of those for DeadBeat here, Ashley.
So good, so well coordinated. I mean, they are obviously communicating super well, making sure that they're launching everything they need to launch right when it needs to go.
What a match. I mean, that was back and forth all the way down to the end.
I'm exhausted from that. That's very impressive.
We got more. We
got more, absolutely. So you saw Dynamo get out to the early lead, and they really tried to time that Ink Storm along with Dynamon hopping on top of the tower.